Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, good morning. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare.
Ain't no ball like me.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Gauranga, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Jai Jesus, Srila Prabhupada, Krishna, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Welcome everybody. Thank you for coming. A little bit late start, man. I had a lot of stuff going on here. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama. There he is. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna. The world's looking better now. Hare Krishna, Govinda, welcome. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. All right, time to rock and roll. I wonder who's going to be the first to roll on the ground. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Woo! Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Woo! Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama. Woo! Rama! Ho-ho! Ah! Woo! Krishna! Radha! Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Woo! Krishna Radha. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Oh, my Lord, Radha Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Oh, Radha Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Hare. Yeah, good morning, everybody. It's a good morning. It's a transcendental morning. It's a truly spiritual morning. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, the life of the world. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Radha Krishna, Radha Govinda, Radha Govinda, Radha Govinda, Radha Govinda. Radha Govinda, Radha Govinda, Radha Govinda, Radha Govinda, Radha Govinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Govinda, Radha Govinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Radha Govinda, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Radha Govinda, Radha Govinda, Radha Radha Govinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Radha Govinda, Radha Radha Govinda, Radha Radha Govinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Radha Govinda. Radha Radha Govinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Radha Govinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Radha Govinda, Radha Radha Govinda, Radha Radha Govinda, Radha Govinda, Radha Radha Govinda, Radha Radha Govinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Oh, my bags are full. So, River, what book did you read from yesterday? Was it Chaitanya Charitamrita when you read? I think you're muted.
Yeah, it was the Chaitanya Charitamrita Aji Lila chapter 9.
Yeah, why don't you read that again? Maybe I'll talk about it this time a little bit because there's a lot of stuff in there. In devotional service, fantastic, man. God, was I collecting gold today, man. He got a late start, but still, there's gold to be had. Gold to be had, man.
The money was waiting for you.
The money was there, yeah. Wow. Just again, more how important the name is. The name Krishna's Radha and Krishna, both of them. How important it is to have the ecstasy in chanting it. They go together. That's why you have to have the name and you have to have the ecstasy. That's perfect. See, there you go. That's guru. That's devotee. That's the right association, man. You got the name and you got the ecstasy. So you got to see the embodiment of that. See, and then you got, there's the well to drink. See, and then you become like that. See, and then you chant the name, and see, that's the disciplic line. Bhaktivinoda called it multi-level marketing of the holy name, the marketplace of the holy name. See, he knew these things. He chanted in ecstasy. Yeah. So you need those both. You need the name and the ecstasy. Then it's complete. See, the worship, the Lord's looking for that worship. That's perfect. To him, he's like, oh yeah, that's it, man. That's why I came here as Lord Chaitanya, to make this known, to give this gift, and that's our, our legacy and our mission is to give this gift. He wants to give this gift. He does it through us. We can't chant like this unless there's mercy here, right? So mercy has to be upon you, and it's a forever thing. It's not stuff, commodities in this world that come and go. Stuff here comes and goes. This stays with us forever.
Forever.
There you go. Forever and forever. Yeah.
Maharaj, I'm going to start it from the beginning because I did read the rest of the chapter that night, and I don't know where I was.
No. Start from the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great. So go ahead.
I offer my respectful obeisances to my spiritual master, Srila Bhaktivedanta Gaura Haridas, my Diksha and Shiksha Guru, who opened my eyes with a torchlight of knowledge so I can distinguish reality from truth for the benefit of myself and others. All glories to you, Gaura Hari. I offer my respectful obeisances to His Divine Grace, Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. All glories to you, Prabhupada, for starting the Krishna conscious movement and ordering Srila Gaura Hari Das Radhanuga Bhakti. All glories to you. I offer my respectful obeisances to all the previous acharyas. The previous acharyas. I offer my respect to the 6 Goswamis. All glories to you, Goswamis. I offer my respectful obeisances to Sri Chaitanya, my life and soul. All glories to you for ascending to this.
This is the thing, respect. I offer my receipt. When that comes from the heart, when you respect the real devotees with the devotional potency, this is at the beginning of our getting emancipated out of this. People right now, generally, they respect non-liberated souls, and then when one comes, maybe they give respect for a while, but when they disappear, then they start giving respect to mundane persons. Not only respect, but like worship. See, this is the thing. They start worshiping the mundane. See, and that's how Maya tricks us into meditating on what is material. See, and then you lose it. And that's why the shiksha has to go on until we understand this. Only meditate on what is spiritual, truly spiritual. That includes real devotees. See, that was Prabhupada's secret of success. He didn't believe in anything mundane. He only had faith in that which is transcendental. That way your consciousness stays on that platform. If you have faith in what is mundane, this is why there's problems. See? Prabhupada said, I never had a problem. When my guru disappeared, I never had a problem because he didn't have any faith in that which is mundane. He didn't have faith in his godbrothers. He said they're not qualified. They shouldn't be putting big acharya plaques on the thing. So he didn't have faith in that. That's why the Lord could use him. They did. They had faith. Oh no, we can appoint, because the person looks Brahminical and all that. They didn't. See, it's not so easy to identify what is actually spiritual. It takes us, you have to have the mercy, basically. And so that's always the secret of how people keep the spirit alive in them. Otherwise, like Jesus said, in these times, it can wax cold. Wax cold. See? Even here, people come here and then they start, meditating on mundane things, and it starts to wax cold. And they start to get ill advice too if they leave. They don't understand the value. The value. Here, can you imagine we have this oasis in the midst of what's going on now, and not to take advantage of it? Oh my God. What do you? This is why you see, I'm noticing just from my experience, and you guys are part of it. You notice when people don't take it so seriously how important it is to come regularly. They start to wax cold and get misled by the Maya. The Maya just comes and starts giving them the same ideas that these people have in the world. See, the Lord gives us ideas to help us see things. I mean, if you want to be around, I was just, when I was chanting, I was realizing we might see a second coming. But if you want to be around, you can't be misled. We might see another incarnation of the Lord come. Why not? These are the kinds of times he comes, right? So, but gotta have the shelter, man. Go ahead there, River.
I offer my respectful obeisances to the Panchasattva, to the personification of devotion, topmost devotee, Srimati Radharani. All glories to you. I offer my respectful obeisances to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Shri Krishna. I offer my respectful obeisances.
Radharani is the topmost devotee, right? Why? Because she has the biggest devotion. Even the girlfriends, they say, oh wow, she has so much bhakti, so much realization because of it, about Krishna, who Krishna is, what he is, all that. So she's like top dog in that sense, I mean, she's, but it's real. See, this is the real, what do you call the real qualification. So she's got the strongest devotion. People in the world need to look like that. They need to see, okay, where is the strongest devotion and realization about Krishna, if you're a Vaishnava, or God? Where is it? I mean, everyone, whether you're a Christian, Muslim, or Vaishnava, this is the real standard. Where is the person that has the most love of God? See, all the scriptures say love of God is the greatest thing. Love of God. Okay, the greatest love. Where's that greatest love? And where is the realization of what that love is? See, where's the understanding of what that is? Because that's the kingdom of God. For those who worship me, here you go, Karuna, this is for you. Because you probably didn't hear this before. To those who worship me with loving ecstasy, I give them the understanding of how to come back to me. Coming back to Krishna is simple. You don't have to go anywhere. You think, oh, come back, go somewhere. No, come back to him in consciousness, becoming conscious of him. That means anywhere you could be, you're conscious of him. See, he gives you the right understanding and real knowledge. See, the essence. So where is that, man? You got to see, where's the embodiment of that knowledge? Where's the shelter of that knowledge? Where's the shelter of that devotion? See, here, people are coming and they're getting also, you're becoming the shelter of that knowledge and the shelter of that devotion. It's not like, oh, go Haridas, you're going to be the next guy for the next 10,000 and you guys are going to just be peons. No, you become like that too. The Lord can use people like you. You've been harvested for what? There's got to be of use to that harvest, right? Yeah, so you can be the shelter of true knowledge in this world. It needs it, right? Ye are the light of the world. Don't put a shade over it. Shine it. See, where else are you going to see knowledge, man? Is Fauci going to give you real knowledge? Is Bill Gates going to give you real knowledge and shelter? Look what he's doing. Look at these guys. See, this is the Lord's Maya. People have faith in it. That's all. It's a faith thing. Oh, what is? Well, I have faith in Radhanath and the Charya Dev. Yeah, well, where is that getting you? Where do you experience? What is that doing for your consciousness? Do you know the value of pure love of God? Are you experiencing some of that? Do you know what is the essence of truth? because of that faith in those persons. See, so what is the result? A transcendental tree doesn't produce mundane fruit. It doesn't even produce the fruit of a Brahmin. You're not going to come here and be a Brahmin. Look at you guys are not even caring about that. Something more. You notice? See, and the fruit is transcendental. Isn't that amazing? You come here and you don't even become a Brahmin. It becomes like, who cares? I just want to taste this bhakti, man. I just want to realize these things. You know, I just want to love on the Lord, man. I want to enter that mine of gold. You don't even care about being the highest thing. Sannyasi, Brahmin, not even interested. Gold, silver, not an interest. Money, wealth, big families, not an interest. Hey, rich people here, wealthy, man. You guys are fabulously wealthy. That's all I can see. Go ahead there, River. Sorry to interrupt.
It's okay.
Oh, sorry.
Jai Jai Shri Chaitanya Jai Nityananda Jai Shri Advaita Chandra Jai Gaura Bhaktavinda Jai Jai Shri Chaitanya Jai Nityananda Jai Shri Advaita Chandra Jai Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Okay. So chapter 9, Adilila, Chaitanya Charitamrita, the desire tree of devotional service. Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto the spiritual master of the entire world, Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, by whose mercy even a God can swim across a great ocean.
Say that again. Say that again because this car just came by.
Oh, okay. Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto the spiritual master of the entire world, Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, by whose mercy even a dog can swim across a great ocean.
Yeah, you see, and that the Lord wants to prove that through the devotees here. Who's nothing special here, but except the mercy of the Lord, the mercy of Lord Chaitanya here. We're swimming across the ocean. Where do you get knowledge like this? Where did I study? What did I memorize? What are you guys studying? We just have that mercy awakening. We have that bhakti awakening. See, that's why the Lord came here. See that? What is that mercy of Lord Chaitanya? It's this devotion. See, it's not explained clear. It's like there. It's a hint for the devotees to elaborate on. Those who have the mercy of the Lord. How many of the, if those people in these groups like ISKCON, Gaudiya Smriti, Gaudiya Mat knew what that mercy was, then they would have an access to get it. They know where to go to get it. But it's not clear. Those who have the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, can swim across this ocean of illusion. Well, what is that mercy then? But nobody knows. It's just not clear, is it? That's why I just love clarification, man. I love what the Lord shows me to clarify these things and make it crystal clear what that mercy is. So there's no unclarity. That Maya loves to muddle things, muddle your minds. I want to make it really clear what that mercy is. That mercy is this arising of bhakti in the heart, so that you can realize the glory of the name and enter the gold mine. Otherwise, you got no entrance yet. And where do you get that mercy of Lord Chaitanya? Through his, why would he say to Madhavinda Puri, I'm going to deliver the world because of your ecstatic love? Through what person is that mercy coming from? Is that crystal enough yet? Well, no, keep coming. He'll make it clear. All these verses fit together. Well, I'm just going to get the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. It's going to come out of thin air. See, that's the problem. The air is too thin. You want thick air? Come where the cloud is. No, I'm not talking about this AI cloud either. No, the cloud of the mercy is with the devotees. The Lord's presence is there. Is that clear enough there, Janaki? Don't tell me this is the best class ever either. I'm not going to go for that. Go ahead.
We know it already.
Okay, purport, it's only very small.
Isn't it fantastic to be I love being empowered, man. It makes something, that's ordinary extraordinary. It's just amazing. How wouldn't you like to live a lifestyle like this of empowerment? The Lord he just jumps in, man, and boom, man, gives a left hook to Maya, man. Just boom, and she goes, oh, God, yes, that was a good one. Go ahead.
Purport. Sometimes it is to be seen that a dog can swim in the water of a few yards and then come back to the shore. Here, however, it is stated that if a dog is blessed by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he can swim across an ocean. Similarly, the author of the Chaitanya Charitamrita, Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami, placing himself in a helpless condition, states that he has no personal power, but by the desire of Lord Chaitanya expressed through the Vaishnavas and the Madan Mohana Vigraha, it is possible for him to cross a transcendental ocean to present Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita.
Can you hear me still?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, oops. Just 1 second here. Let me change the audio here. Audio speaker. Headphones. Okay, let's try this. Okay, say something.
Hello, Hare Krishna.
Okay, good. All right, you still can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, place in the helpless condition. This is the devotee's mood. This is the devotees, they transcend the false ego. They know. They can't attribute it to them. So it's the mercy. See, Krishna Das Kaviraj wrote this wonderful book because of the mercy of the Lord. He just knows, hey, Lord, I got the mercy. It's the mercy of the Vaishnavas and the mercy of you. That this potency to understand these things, understand, to worship like this. He had ecstasy, obviously. He had the real understanding, and he put that in the book. Whoa, in the hands of a real devotee who has the ecstasy, and then they can explain it properly. Otherwise, you can't. That's why you see there's the book Bhagavat and the devotee Bhagavat. You see how they fit together? How can you not be a devotee Bhagavat and explain properly the book Bhagavat? That's why it says this, chapter 1, second verse, Bhagavatam, first canto. This Bhagavatam is fully understandable by those who are pure in heart. This bhakti has to purify the heart. Then you can begin to understand. Then the Lord shows you these things, because of your communication. Who are you communing with? Question is, in the world, who are you communicating with? Do you have this God connection? That's called mercy, man. If you don't have this God connection, why are you wearing some kind of thing saying you represent the Lord and you don't even have that going? What kind of oracle are you? Yeah, you don't even know what the Lord's nature is. He hasn't shown it to you yet. See, the whole world, they're meditating on mundane imitations, replicas. If you're doing this, what? Demigod, yeah. Yeah,
Mundane
like a demigod.
gods.
Yeah, mundane gods. That's a good thing. Demigod. See, demigod could be, wow, look how charismatic this person is. Oh, yeah, they must be a pure devotee. Oh, look how much they fast and renounce or appear to. They might be hypocritically cheating you. A lot of that going on in Kali Yuga. Well, these people, even in the world, they make it like like they're trying to help you.
Thanks for using.
They're trying to help you, but they're trying to harm you. Look at that. People believing that, believing these CDCs and everything, trying to destroy the whole world. They want to build back better or something. Let's destroy it first and then build back better. See, that's demoniac. They do these acts to destroy the world. That's as it is. But anyway, it's part of the Lord's plan. We'll have to see what shows up. Always something interesting. Go ahead, River.
All glory to Sri Krishna Chaitanya, who is known as Gaura Hari. All glories to Advaita Acharya and Nityananda Prabhu. All glories to the devotees of Lord Chaitanya, headed by Srivas Thakur. In order to fulfill all my desires, I remember their lotus feet.
Lord Chaitanya was called Gaura Hari, right? Means golden Krishna. See, golden because of bhakti and Krishna. So that's there. He was the embodiment of Radha and Krishna together. See, this is what, if you're really representing this disciplic line, you got to be that embodiment, that empowered embodiment of Radha and Krishna. Empowered. You have to have that kind of bhakti and that kind of understanding of its glories. See? This is what devotees should be looking for. If anybody wants to advance, that's where advancement is. It's in those who are followers of Lord Chaitanya's Prema Bhakti movement, and not just blah, blah, blah. Oh, we don't show it. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, we don't show it. Because you can't show it. You ain't got that. You don't have the power. This is the time of revelation, man. This is the time the Lord does show. He shows everything. It's a great tribulation. Everything comes out. Everything trembles now. Tribulation, trembling. This ecstatic symptoms. This is the time. You don't show, nobody gets. And everybody follows. Look at this. These guys, they're not coming. They think, well, let me go listen to the no-showers. And they all go, well, they're lining up for the shot. The only people even here lining up for that thing, they don't come here regularly. Why would you? What am I not? See, the protection is on all levels here. When somebody gives me an argument that I hear from the CDC, oh, you're listening over there too much. Are we watching TV or something? Well, why are you giving me their arguments that I know are full of deceptions? You're following their plan now. See, the Lord helps his devotees who take shelter of him. You got it, So anyway, I'm seeing the importance. What are you doing? Don't let the world swallow you up, man. I don't care how many kids you got or thing. Don't let it swallow you up. Don't you care about your life? And I'm not talking just physical body. The Lord helps us with that too, but that's being given up with this. But our life, isn't this the life? This bhakti, this devotion, this understanding? This is why would you give up your life? Don't you care about life? I want to live. Doesn't anybody else want to live? Without this, I don't find any life. That's how I'm seeing it. Go ahead there, River. Sorry, I'm a little intense today.
Okay?
No, I ain't sorry. I ain't sorry at all.
No, don't be sorry. Okay.
Where's Janaki?
Maybe bad connection.
She was there. Okay, anyway.
I also remember the 6 Goswamis, Rupa, Sanatan, Bhatta, Raghunath, Sri Jiva, Gopala Bhatta, and Raghunath Das. Okay, and there's a small report. I will read it. This is the process of writing transcendental literature. A sentimentalist who has no Vaishnava qualifications cannot prove transcendental writings, cannot produce transcendental writings. There are many fools who consider Krishna Lila to be a subject of art and who write or paint pictures about the pastimes of Lord Chaitanya with the gopis.
Yeah,
Sometimes
it's funny. I see some in Prabhupada's movement, Prabhupada disciple, all this poetry and everything. He's so full of false ego, man. Proud. He's all right of this, and people listen to this. All this pride and everything. So Prabhupada's pointing out this isn't it. You got to find a real devotee who has real devotion. Not some intellectual command over words. This is a problem. They do this with the Bhagavatam. They paint you a picture that isn't the real Krishna. It's all their speculation and imagination. I don't care how many verses they got. They say, oh, this is really important and all this. And they paint this picture of Radha and Krishna, and you spend your whole life meditating on it. You never get to the essence. What, is this such a fault that we just cut right to the chase, man? Frank talks, man. Just go, hey, man, it's about bhakti, man. It's about getting Krishna awakened in your heart. No, Radha awakened in your heart. Devotion. Man, that is the essence of life, man. And that's here, man. Devotees are here for that. This is the mission. If you don't understand what we're preaching here, you missed your chance. This is opportunity, right? If you know you got an opportunity, hey, man, it's got an opportunity now. Where has this been for 500 years? Where? It hasn't been in Prabhupada. They never talked directly about this. All in the books, waiting for us. Why do you think he came? 1996, right after Gaur Govinda was there. Started the crying school. Then the crying stopped. But they said, no, we're a crying school, but no crying here. We don't show. Ask Lalita. She was there at the dried up crying school. And then they didn't like her tears. What is this? You wipe them, get rid of them. Can't you wipe your tears? This is a crying school. What is this crazy world we're living in? Right there, Sachi. Insane. Totally weird.
They were very proud that their guru could hide his tears. They say, look, he almost cries, but he can hide it. They were very proud about it. Yeah, they were very proud. And I lived, we had a room in a house of somebody who was in the crying school. Every morning she heard me crying, and then she knocked on my door. This is not a show. This is not a show. She was angry.
My God. Yeah. This is not a show. You should have told her, yeah, this is the show. This is the show Lord Chaitanya brought to the world, man. Crying publicly even. Yeah. Anyway, it's time for that now. If you got any tears, don't hold them back, everybody. Why do you want? Who likes to repress themselves? Not even in the world. This is where they put people in hospitals. You got to go to a doctor. Right there, Sachi. When people are too repressed. They don't know who they are and all that. Isn't it nice? Cry. This is God. Oh, this is communion with God. Laughing like a madman, a woman. This is communion with God. Oh, I feel healthy now. I mean, that's what I tell you every day. Wow, I feel refreshed. Refreshments. This is refreshments. By the way, fresh. This is I want to go. I don't need to go to a psychologist. I just go to the Lord, man. Enough laughing and crying every day and choking and going into the mind and getting all these realizations and all this stuff. It gets my head straight. Man, do I get my psychological makeup on right. I don't have to go and pay all that money to these therapists out there. Yeah, this is my side. Anyway, maybe you can't do this, but this is just my thing, and you come here long enough, you'll be able to do it too. Who wants to pay all that money to those guys? I go and I just go steal all this gold from Lord Chaitanya and Radha and Krishna. I'm a thief, man, just like them. I just go and steal the money. I don't like to just bargain. I just go there and go into the mine and just grab as much gold as I can and then run away. and then throw it all over the place because it's too heavy. You know, I don't want to carry that around. You just got to throw it all over the place and then go back into the mine, get some more. This is the fun. What else? You know, this is philanthropy. You think Bill Gates is a philanthropist? What kind of gold does he give? He doesn't give you anything. The guy's a liar. I'm sorry. I don't mean to, you know, I'm sorry. You're a servant of the Lord. You're doing the Lord's will. You know, anybody listening to you is a fool. But, you know, what kind of philanthropy goes on there? He says, oh, I'm such a philanthropist. Who's got any money from him? He doesn't give anything. All he does is invest, and he lies and cheats and says, you know, this is the world. Why have faith in the world and worldly people? You go get the shots from a guy like that, you know, oh my God. What are you, crazy? Not coming here enough or something. Hey, what kind of philanthropy? This is philanthropy, right? Go into the mine, get all the jewels, and then throw them all over the place. Until people can recognize their jewels are thrown around. You know, that's part of it. They have to, you know, get purified. Yeah. And not offended. You know, oh God, he's saying he's against my path. Go ahead. Here.
I wanted to say something.
Go for it there, Sachi.
Saying it's just really hard to hear that that he's a servant of the Lord when he lies and cheats and shoots everybody up. I have a hard time putting those two together, those two concepts. But
okay. Oh no, that's good. I'm glad. No. Go ahead.
No, that's all.
Okay. All right. Now, Kamsa he was a dastardly guy, right? But it was well known he was serving the Lord. If you look deep enough in all of this, you see how everything is controlled and owned by the Lord, and they're serving the Lord's purpose, even though you can't see it. Because I noticed that in the world, people see different levels of what's going on. See? So, like, for example, people... the demons and Rakshasas, which are more or less in charge now, or those serving them, you know. So that's that one level, you know, they're out there doing their thing, and they're actually very secretive because the snake works in darkness. See, it works in the dark and you can't see. But there's two snakes. See, one working in the darkness of the material, which is actually Krishna in that form. You cannot overcome this Maya on your own. Nobody. None. Because it's God. How can you overcome God? Only with devotion. See? So anyway, that's the key. So there's that going on. And then there's people who see, look at this snake stuff going on. Look at these liars, hypocrites, and cheaters. See? Those are more the demigods. They see the game going on there. And then they fight it. They want to kill the snake, right? In the Bhagavatam, same thing. Demigods, let's kill the snake, Hiranyakashipu. Let's kill the seed. See, they went to Narada and said, well, we got to kill this child of Hiranya. He's going to be a demon. And Narada said, no, this is part of the Lord's plan. Brahma also, oh, no, this is part of don't worry. It's part of the Lord's plan. You'll see. See, so people see at different levels. See? Then there's the devotees. They see it the way God sees it too. They see all these other things, and they see also the way the God is looking at it, you know, and see it's part of his pastime. Okay? Because, you know, ultimately he's working towards liberating everybody, even demons, you know, believe it or not. See? So, but people are in ignorance, so they're ignorant. So, so how is he a servant? Okay, well, when there's the way the things go in Kali Yuga is only Kali Yuga because it's part of the Lord's plan. So in this Kali Yuga, he's got a lot of plans going, you know, basically to help liberate the souls. So in Kali Yuga, there's this horrible thing happening. It's already, you could read in the Bible even, and the Bhagavatam, 12th canto, the symptoms of Kali. You see all that's here. Just read it right there, verbatim. People will be considered intelligent just simply because they got a lot of money. They will be influential and leaders simply because they're wealthy. Right there. Bill Gates, Fauci. Bill Gates doesn't have any medical degree, but he's in charge of the medical injection thing. Well, he's got a lot of money. He must be qualified. That J.P. Sears could really do well with the material he can get in the 12th canto. Somebody should give him. It'd be, he can make some good stuff from that. He's a comedian, if you don't know. Okay, I don't know where we were, but go ahead, somebody.
You seem intelligent if you have a lot of money.
Oh yeah. So basically, the Lord is working even in the Maya because everything is controlled and owned by the Lord, and ultimately it'll work out. See. So, yeah. So, for example, here's how. So the demons, they have this idea: we want a new world order. Okay, but their idea is not a clean one. It's very dirty. Yeah, New World, Hunger Games society. If you ever watch that movie, you'll see the elite were up there living the great life, and everybody was poor. There was the elite and the poor. See? So that's their New World order. They think, well, this is very nice. Good for us, bad for you. But you won't know it. We got to trick you into it. But deeper than that, what is the New World Order? Now, the Lord has his plan, and he uses the demons, just like he used the demons in the Bhagavatam. See, all these examples. He used the demons to churn the ocean and get the nectar of immortality, right? And the demons thought they were going to get it and become immortal. Okay? But they were demoniac. All they do is naturally destroy things. Everything is twisted in that level of consciousness. So the Lord cheated them out of that nectar. See, they thought they're going to have the nectar. Just like these people, the demons have been working on this for a long time. That's why they're very well organized right now. That's why they're taking over. They're so well organized. All technology is in their hands and everything. See, so they think now is the time to make our move. And they think, now we're going to get the nectar. We're going to get the new world order that we've wanted, and everything's going to be perfect for us. See, demons think, not perfect. See, they don't see everything is connected in that sense. They just see, like lizards. That's why we thinking there's a lizard, because everybody's reverting into a kind of not everybody, but the masses are reverting into a lizard type brain. You know what I heard this guy talking about this yesterday. It's very interesting. Practical. The lizard brain is you go in fear and panic, and you just will do anything that your masters tell you. It's like you got a snake charmer. You're like charmed, and whatever you do to get out of that fear and panic, even though it doesn't work. And so even if people convince you, like what's going on here, hey, why should this experimental thing be mandatory when it's an experimental thing and it's not a vaccine, and it's not even FDA approved. It's only emergency thing, but it's not approved that this is really safe. But yet they say take it anyway. Now, to a person who thinks, that's not logical. I mean, why should I endanger myself with an experiment and I'm not even getting paid for it? And then if something goes wrong, I have to take the damages. They're not going to help me. Nobody. They are indemnified from this. But they want to make this mandatory. Now, this does not make sense logically, intelligently, to a person who sees that. But most people can't see it. They no, we just comply with it. Doesn't matter. You can explain it to these lizard people that have regressed in the lizard brain, they can't understand it. Doesn't make sense to them. Now that's amazing, actually. They can't understand these things because they've regressed into that thing. So they cannot consider logically. Even in our group, if you get influenced too much by the Maya, your mind goes and you can't even think like that. Or you don't have enough of the facts. Okay, go ahead. Anyway, little interesting aside, I thought.
I was just halfway through the report.
Go ahead. Keep going.
Yeah, I'm just finding exactly where. There are many fools who consider Krishna Lila to be a subject of art and who write or paint pictures about the Lila, about the pastimes of Lord Krishna with the gopis, sometimes depicting them in a manner particularly obscene. These fools take pleasure in material sense gratification, but one who wants to make advancement in spiritual life must scrupulously avoid their literature, unless one is a servant of Krishna and the Vaishnavas, as Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami presents himself to be in offering respect to Lord Chaitanya.
This is where a lot of people see those who take pleasure in sense gratification. See, then you think, oh, okay, then I have to be renounced. That means I can't have any pleasure. And this is really not it. I mean, even if Prabhupada enjoyed a good meal, is well known. He didn't like these restrictions people would put on. What is this? Eating horse food. He liked to enjoy a meal. So people misunderstand and think, oh, you see, it's all or nothing. You can't have Krishna if you enjoy a meal. Or you can enjoy sex even. Oh, no, you can't. What? These are pleasures of the body. And you can. We have proof here. People, not everybody's over the sex symbol. I ain't over it. But I still can enjoy serving Krishna. This is Kali Yuga. This is the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. So those who can enjoy are the ones that are artificially renounced, dry renunciates, and it shows in their face. Unless they're hypocrites. Oh, you can see some sannyasi. Ooh, big smile on their face. But I'm renounced, but they're enjoying in the closet there. They have big Swiss bank accounts, even in ISKCON. Whoa, they're enjoying. I heard what goes on in the rooftops in Mayapur sometimes. One guy was eyewitness. Oh my God, I couldn't believe what was it. You don't know. This is Kali Yuga. This is religion. What do you think's going in the Vatican? The guy's being found out to be something not very pretty. Kali Yuga, man. You got to find, where is the mercy of Lord Chaitanya? That's the only way out, is that mercy, man. Love of God, devotion. That's our protection, isn't it? Isn't that our armor? Isn't that our sword? Isn't that our purification? Isn't that our inspiration? Love of God, devotion, bhakti. This is why Lord Chaitanya said there ain't anything of value being offered now. Nothing is strong enough than this. Okay, that's what in this Sangha you can get. Yeah. Go ahead there, River. If I pause, just go ahead. I don't.
Okay. His associates and his disciples. That was a comma. Let me just read that bit again. Unless one is a servant of Krishna and the Vaishnavas, as Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami presents himself to be, offering respects to Lord Chaitanya, his associates and his disciples, one should not attempt to write transcendental literature.
Yeah, and this is the thing. And people, they offer respect superfluously. Oh yeah, I offer respect, to them and everything. But they don't know who they are. They don't know Satchidananda. That's why the Lord always sends his devotee again. To get people over this hypocrisy. Oh yeah, yes, we give respect to Lord Chaitanya and Prabhupada and all this, but they're not here to represent themselves. But they are in the book. That's why a real devotee uses the real conception of book to defend the real devotees and their real mentality and their real understanding in the book. Otherwise people, they say, oh yeah, we represent, we give, and here's our version. And that version is some checklist that doesn't say anything about the real. See that? So that's to get over that hypocrisy. The Lord sends his real devotees again and again and again. Have to. Otherwise, as soon as the real devotees leave, the glowworms come out. Right? The glowworm. They glow a little bit. Oh, these guys are it. But they're just glowworms. They're not the real light's not there. The real effulgence from knowing God in truth is not there. But, people believe, well, it's a little glow at least. At least we got some glow there, Go ahead. And if anybody else wants to say something, you can jump in too, If if you're listening and something comes, some revelation comes, just jump in, man. Don't be afraid. See, this is dynamic, man. This is a relationship with the spirit. Spirit is jumpy. You
don't want me to jump.
Well, when you jump, that's okay. You just got to be able to take the feedback. I knew he was going to say that. Go ahead.
Okay. It is by the mercy of all these Vaishnavas and Gurus that I attempt to write about the pastimes and qualities of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Whether I know it or not, it is for self-purification that I write this book.
Because he was dealing, think about it, he's dealing with all these puffed up guys, there's neophytes, and they think, oh, you're very proud to write this book. Who are you? It's envy, jealousies. So it was very nicely how he presented it, so people will read it. Bhakti Vinod used to do that also, because he knew he's dealing with a lot of people under the false ego. And they don't they get very jealous. If a person speaks truthfully, and casually and gets to the point, a lot of people get jealous, especially in religion. So these guys are working in that area, just like, working with Brahmins and people that are, so whether I know or know not. See, this is a tricky way. I'll tell you how whether I know or know not, he knows. Okay. But this is for these others who are in false ego. But he says, whether I know, you see, you put that in there, or know not, I do this for self-purification. And so those proud people think, oh, very good, you do it for purification. Well, of course, it's always purifying to commune with God. Just natural, But they're thinking, people in the false, oh, well, that's very good. He considers himself a fallen soul. Well, yeah, well, he does that too, but not the way they think. In the false ego, so the Lord gave him great intelligence. See, the Lord does that, Yeah, go ahead.
There's a small purport. I'll read it. This is the
Hey,
sum.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
This is the sum and substance of transcendental writing. One must be an authorized Vaishnava, humble and pure. One should write transcendental literature to purify oneself, not for credit. By writing about the pastimes of the Lord, one associates with the Lord directly. One should not ambiguously, I think it's ambiguously, think, I shall become a great author. I shall be celebrated as a writer. These are material desires. one should attempt to write for self-purification.
And this is, in a sense, see, this is the mood of a devotee. They're doing it for self-purification. That's just one thing. A devotee, when you really know the Lord, you realize, you're my purifier. You're my inspiration. You're my happiness. You're my everything. Everything. That's why the Lord, devotees, when the Lord appears, you're the fulfillment of all. You're the desire tree. All my desires are fulfilled. I don't have anything else. Yeah, it's all
you
done.
Desire more purification.
Yeah, just
desire it. It's part of the game.
You don't even have to think about it. I desire purification. I just want to meet you, Lord, and everything's accomplished. I just want to relish your presence. I want to relish your name, pastimes, qualities. I just want to taste these things and everything's. I don't have to think I'm doing this for. See, this thing you must. You should. It doesn't even really apply, because you know what? It never worked. It doesn't work. All it does is helps the devotees talk about this more, because these persons, you can tell them you shouldn't, you must, but they still do, because they're under the modes of nature. It's only a real sincere devotee who is looking for God, really looking, because the Lord has given the good sense for that. Go ahead, Lalita.
Yeah, but after every purification, there is more closeness. So automatically you desire, purify me, God, Lord, because I want you more.
Yeah. There's that. There's up to there's that level too. Yeah. Purify me, I want more of you. Yeah. It's all there. Yeah. So it's kind of interesting. You see how they mix in spontaneous devotion in the purports sometimes. Prabhupada's trying to explain a little bit, help people understand. So it leaves it for us to discuss more. Understand, it's not, what we're doing, it's not you should do this, you must do this. It's choice. It's like the choice is this attractive to you? I mean, this is all we're doing is offering. Is this attractive to you now? No. It's not like you must do this. See, that's why that mood, you'll get, you want purification, you'll get purified of that real quick. You must come here. Oh, hey man, it's choice. Is this attractive to you? All of us, we get out of that. Is this attractive? Do you like this? Do you like this family here? It's free will, free choice. You want to get free of these other things. So let's see. We need a reader here, Bhakti Tom. Read this, Bhakti Tom, since you wrote it.
I wrote a lot of things.
Just read that anyway.
Wrong analysis. Okay. Those who want... Let me read this from here. Those who want to be relieved from the material clutches give up the worship of the various demigods who have fearful bodily features. Such peaceful devotees who are not envious of the demigods worship the different forms of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Narayan.
Yeah, you see, they're not envious. They see the demigods are doing their work. See, and people have faith in demigods. Faith in charismatic people in the world is basically demigod worship. Some of them demigods, they actually come here, and they're very charismatic, and they get a following, and they do great things according to people of the world. But devotees, they know the spiritual potency. They're only interested in that. That's what we're teaching here. Hey, you interested in the spiritual potency? That's what we're into, and that's why sometimes I poo-poo the Tony Robbins. He's kind of a demigod thing. Poo-poo some of these gurus even. They're kind of a demigod thing. A lot of them. If you're not in touch with the transcendental potency, you need to wake up. Everybody. But a lot of people are attached to that. So this is part of the test. Is like, well, how dare my Guru Dev, and he's still kind of on a demigod level. He's not woken up. If he's woken up, he'll understand these principles that we're teaching here. But what I found is most don't.
Yes, service and engaging in that direction, serving that direction. It has its cons. There are these. It's incomplete. It's not. There are all kind of cons. And yeah. So it's not conclusive. It's not bringing the real happiness. Only temporary happiness.
Yeah, well, see, that's the bottom line: is who can deliver the Lord to you where you can get that experience that devotees have. Like, oh, I just want to relish your name, Lord. I just want to relish your pastimes. You're so relishable, and so without this devotion and this taste, I can't do it. So the devotees are always wanting that. It's the greatest treasure. It's the real life in this world. It's their real life. It's everything. And we're all built like that, but most just don't know it. They just don't know this treasure. So that's why devotees come here who know. That's why the Lord said to Madhavinda Puri, and this goes for everybody here, because of your ecstatic devotion, I'm going to deliver the world. If you get ecstatic devotion, and it becomes steady, the Lord will use you to deliver the world, because who else can do it? Ye are the lights of the world. That's what Jesus is saying. You got the Holy Spirit, you're the light of the world here. Otherwise, step aside. If you don't have that, you're not a light of the world, then get away. Lord can't use you. You can't deliver anybody. Step aside. But they won't. In false ego, it's so strong. Oh, all they want to do is put this out. It's just the nature of a snake, is to poison, right? Poison.
They want to have the return of their previous investment. So they want to, they don't want to let go of that. They want to have return of their investment, their fruitive result.
Yeah, well, a lot of those persons who became guru prematurely, they've gotten their return. And so they have to decide, have you had enough of it? Have you had enough of your problems from your disciples and all that karma that's heaped on you? That's why, what's his name? Hamsaduta, he went crazy, insane, literally. You can read his story. Went insane. But then he had enough. He said, what is this? Or maybe, but anyway, it's sometimes takes a while to get rid of that thing. But anyway, he came to his senses somewhat and realized, oh, I was meant to be a Ritvik because I didn't have this. See? So that's what Prabhupada said, basically just continue the mission and then the acharya will arise. So when you're ecstatic, in other words, when ecstatic love awakens and matures, that's the arising of the acharya. Krishna is that acharya inside you. See? Your relationship with the Lord. You're the flute now, and he's the breath. Now we can get something accomplished in this world, something significant and tangible. We can grab the souls and pull them out. Whoever is willing to be grabbed and married off, Rakshasa style, just grab them and marry, just marry. That's the way the Lord's doing it, man. Just as you are, no big formal ceremonies and big bananas in the fires, any of the changing names. Yes, grabs you and marries you. And how you know when you're married? You know you're married there, Lalita? Look at that smile. She knows. She's a married woman. And it's not just a Balaram. She knows the real marriage. She said, now he's just my friend. But the real marriage is with God. For all of us, for Balaram, for everybody. Yeah, that's what you can get here. Does that seem like treasure to you out there, Mr. Guru Daves? No, I still like lots of followers and I want all this money and my Swiss bank accounts and all that. Yeah, no, I'm still not finished. Okay, we'll do, maybe some of your disciples will come and wake you up and seize the opportunity. Seize. See, make it real. Grab it. Go ahead, anybody. Oh, here, read this, Tom. It's all spontaneous here. Don't expect it to go a certain way.
I'm just asking myself, is she also married to the real Balaram?
She's not married to Balaram. It's Krishna. She's a Krishna, Balaram is for those in friendship, Ross, only. Friendship and servants. You got more than that.
But Balaram is also the door to come to Krishna.
Yeah, well, she's got that. Yeah, she got that also. She got everything. Everything.
I'm married to Radharani.
Oh, now that's intelligent. It's transcendental. What do you call lesbianism? Transcendental lesbian. That's okay. See, everything here in this world is there, but there it's perfect. Here it's like not so good. They're trying to make it perfect, right? They're trying to make all these things perfect. Oh yeah, this is it. But it's all imitation. They all want to imitate. That's a Manjari mood. They really, totally into Radha.
Totally into Radha.
Yeah, once she figured it out, man, she figured, it's Radha. That she's giving me all this juice.
It's for a while. It's for a while that she's my best friend, really.
Yeah. Well, this is what Lord Chaitanya came to give. See, and so a lot of devotees will have that. Not everybody, but whatever you have is perfect because you'll have your relationship with the Lord. You can't be anybody else. Who wants to be? Even here, you realize I can't be Gaurahari. I got to be myself with Krishna, right? I got to be myself. Then I'm happy. Nobody will be happy being Lalita Ganga. You got to be yourself like she is with Krishna. This is what you get here. Like Govinda, same thing. Who can be like Govinda? Nobody. But boys, he got a beautiful connection and communion with God. It's all. Yeah. And you got Sachi, you got Tom. Every you're all like this, so don't feel left out. So read this, Tom.
Okay.
Sorry.
We also invest in transcendental stock to get that very desired pure bhakti. The only difference with mundane people is that they invest in temporary things, but we all invest in something.
Yeah, we invest exactly. What are you investing your time in? So this has the greatest return for you. That's why I say, if Bill Gates figures it out, this is where the most profit is. Well, he likes profit. Well, hey, man, you apply it to the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, your profit mind. Same thing with you in religion, you gurus. Apply this profit that you think you're going to get having all of that. The profit, you'll be a real guru. Can you imagine? You come here, you become a real guru. You deliver your disciples. It's just not a bunch of talk, or you got to say, well, no, you'll be delivered after many lives. You just got to go and get an arthanavritti and all that. No, you want to be a powerful, real guru? That's what we make here. You don't have to give anything up, but just give up the illusion. Give up. Why not? Give up ignorance. Become a real guru. Whatever you want. Become a real profiteer. You got to get real gold that doesn't ever dissolve. This guy has, Bill Gates. Okay.
I got it. I
somebody.
got it. This F guy and this G guy, they are present day Jagai and Madai.
What is now? What is? Say that again.
You were just about to talk about them.
Jagai
The
and Madai.
last name starts with the F, and the guy with the last name starts with a G. They are present day Jagai
Oh,
and
the
Madai.
present day. Yeah. Present day Jagai and Madais. Yeah. But they do it. See, Jagai and Madai, they were just blatant. These guys, this is the hypocrisy. The wolves in sheep's clothing. They do it that way. They're the worst. At least you can see Jagai and Madai coming. These guys, unless you have spiritual awareness of some sort.
You're making them very blatant to us, for sure.
Oh, well, that's good. That's good. See beyond the hypocrisy. Yeah. I mean, it's not nice to be blind in this world because you're going to bump into walls. Yeah. Okay, go ahead there, River. Read some.
Okay. I take shelter of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who himself is the tree of transcendental love of Krishna, its gardener, and also the bestower and enjoyer of its fruit.
See, you got to be, for this to happen again, you have to be the empowered version. You have to be that tree of devotion. Even though the devotee doesn't say, I'm God, but the Lord empowers you to become such a tree in this world. So you can begin to start this so that people can become part of that tree. See, tree of devotion. So the Lord empowers that because he won't come until another 4,320,000,000 years. So if this is going to be manifested now again, he has to empower the devotee to be like. That's why he said to Madhavinda Puri, you start it. Now because of that ecstatic devotion, you're the tree. See, now you'll be the gardener and also the bestower of the fruits. You see, you have to go to the devotee to get it. See, the bestower of the fruit. You notice that? You got to find where's the empowered diversion of the bestower of the fruit. Because the Lord says, well, you want my mercy, you got to go through my devotee. You want ecstatic love, you got to go through my devotees. You got to come be part of an ecstatic sangha because I work through them to give this gift. That's why they can't get it if it's not being bestowed. Where's the talk about it? Where is the, in Vaishnavism, what have we seen so far? Either hiding it like Bhakti Siddhanta, Bhakti Vinod, and Prabhupada, hiding it and Prabhupada bringing it out a little bit more. Or now after them, we see what? Talking about it, but not manifesting it for whatever reason. Okay? So everything's incomplete. The worship that the Lord is looking for is still incomplete. What do you see now here? The talk about it, discussing the highest thing, but also emanating it. See, now the worship is becoming complete. This is what the songbook is all about. By their word, ignorance is destroyed. That word that comes from bhakti, from them ecstatic prema emanates. See, now you can complete your Krishna consciousness because Krishna is not complete without his consort, Radha, devotion, bhakti. Okay? The bestower of the fruit of devotional service is you get here. Otherwise, analyze it, man. You can get that power here to look. Look what's going on in Vaishnavism. Look, where is the complete thing? Well, they're talking about it, but not manifesting it for whatever reason. I don't care whether it's good intention or bad intention. It doesn't matter. Still not manifested. Here it's manifested, the whole thing. Glorification of the absolute truth in the conjugal mellow. Both ways, by the feeling and by the understanding. of it. But you could see there's realization here. The devotees are realizing it because of bhakti. Therefore, it has substance, tangible. You can feel it. You can get it. It's a dispensary in the world. See, the Spirit is coming in the world now. See, God so loved the world that he sent his beloved son. Daughters. See, he loved the world, wants to free it. And people are in the part of the world because they're meditating on this bullshit, man. This solid material things that keeps them with ballast weights. It's like, Frankenstein's walking with these big boots, heavy boots, in the world. Boom, boom, boom. Dead Frankenstein made of all these different parts of the world. And even the movie, I mean, everything I look at, it just reminds me of the truth. They're like these, you ever seen the Munsters, the guy walking around? Boy, what he had to go through, man, to play that part was torture, man. Literally torture. The guy ended up having bad back problems and everything, all this costume stuff and these big heavy boots. Gravity boots, man. You come here, we'll get those, untie those shoelaces and just take those boots off, man, and you float in this world. Where were we? I don't know, man. Go ahead.
Okay. Lord Krishna taught, my name is Vishwambhar, one who maintains the entire universe. Its meaning will be actualized if I can fulfill the whole universe with love of Godhead.
See, actualize. What is this? The world is being maintained. Air, breathing, food. And the Lord is thinking, what is this? Demons, demigods, they get their air to breathe and all this. But love of God, if I can flood this world with love of God, man, now my name will be actualized. See, I'll be known, as somebody really important. People, this is the problem in the Maya. Oh, Bill Gates. See, thank you, Bill. You're actually, doing some good preaching here. You're helping me. And Fauci, thank you, Fauci, for this, Oh, Fauci, Bill Gates. Oh, Acharya Dave. Thank you, Acharya Dave. Oh, you're so great, man. So fantastic. See? Yeah, but can you do something that really means something, fulfills the Lord? Can you actualize love of God in this world, where it becomes an actual fact in your disciples? Can you fulfill the Lord's dream, not your dream? Well, if your dream is this dream, oh boy, he's just waiting for you to be like that. Oh, I want you. Oh, then you'll be here, and then you'll get the Lord, because we're the dispensary. Hey, man, you want Mary Jane? Where do you go? To the dispensary. They're the only ones that got it. You try to go to Walmart and get Mary Jane. You can't get it. With all those products not there. Same thing. You want love of God, you got to go to the Mary Jane dispensary. We're the transcendental representative of that. Mary is Radha. See, Mary Jane. Radha and Govind. Radha and her girlfriends, Mary Jane, Radha and her girlfriends. You got to go to the dispensary to get it. Doesn't it make sense? Doesn't it logic? Where do you go? Somebody's there. What are you dispensing? A lot of knowledge and juggled scriptures and Varnashram Dharma. Well, anyway, our dispensary is we're dispensing love of God to fulfill the desire of Lord Chaitanya to free the world, free you out there. You want to be free? You want to have that Lord's desire and dream fulfilled in you and be the embodiment of that. And then you work for the Lord's dream of delivering these fools in this Maya? You want to be that? Come here. That's what we're doing. We're dispensing Radha for that. We got you, gotta get you really high on her love for Krishna. We get you intoxicated really well, and you'll get real intelligent. You won't be dumbed down and what do you call medicated. You'll be medicated with the truth, man, with clarity, good health, spiritual health, maybe even physical. Who knows? Doesn't matter.
Thinking in this way, he accepted the duty of a planter and began to grow a garden in Navadvip. Thus,
See,
the
duty
Lord,
of a planter. See, how do you plant? You got to put the seed in. What is that seed? Is Bhakti Lata Bish. That's the seed. Taste. You get here. The greatest treasure you can get here is taste for Krishna's name, Lord Chaitanya's name, and pastimes. When you have taste, see, now that can grow in you. Krishna will grow in you more and more and more forever. Can you feel it, anybody? See? Got to do. What if I didn't take the duty? See, I tried to get away from this duty of a planter of this. And even after Prabhupada, I did it for a while, and it was happening. And then, I thought, well, I don't know. This is a big responsibility. Maybe I'll be a Ritvik and continue with Prabhupada. That didn't work. Well, maybe I'll go to these other gurus who weren't planting the seed. They even say, oh no, you want the seed of bhakti? Many lifetimes before you get it. I should have listened to Prabhupada from the beginning. But anyway, we need our experiences. And now, once burned, twice shy. I've burned a few times. See, duty, I had to take responsibility. Duty of a planter. Man, this is the real seed. And we're going to prove it. You witnesses out there, this has been the real seed. You're saying, yes, this is very good. Yes, we like this. This has changed our lives, revolutionized our lives, put us in evolution. This is real. This is tangible. This is substantial. This is how rare it is, what we're planting, by the way. If it wasn't so rare, why hasn't it been planted really like this? Now, why has it been 500 years since it's only been planted in the acharyas, and they said, well, this is kind of a deep seed, it has to go in deep, and there's no room for it, no room for this seed. So let's just break the earth and give them a lot of rules, a lot of regulations, a lot of mandates, a lot of ceremonies first. Let them find out, want more, and so when you want more, then here you'll get more. You don't come here, I don't know where you're going to get this.
okay. Thus the Lord brought the desire tree of devotional service to this earth and became its gardener. He sowed the seed and sprinkled upon it the water of his will. I love that verse.
Yeah, you see, actually Madhavinda Puri brought it first. See, but in a sense, the Lord brought it, because if it's going to be here through a devotee, it's the Lord using that devotee, right?
Yeah.
See, so it started with Madhavinda Puri. The Lord brought it through him. See, and so Madhavinda Puri was laughing and crying and relishing the name, the real wealth. This is the real wealth, is the name, man. Why would the Lord come here and say, yeah, this is so important? Oh, Swarab Dumanar, just know from me, chanting of the holy name is the only feasible way of deliverance in this Kali Yuga. Look how easy, because what is it that really delivers us? It's love of God, right? Love of Krishna. Krishna's name is him. If you don't love that name, you're not really delivered yet. See, so love of God very easily, when you start chanting in association with devotees, you start to become attracted to these pastimes. You like to read about Lord Chaitanya, Radha and Krishna and all that. That's your deliverance. Now you want to become their friends. You want to be with them, right? Birds of a feather flock together. They also like these pastimes. You like these and they like these. 99.9% of the world doesn't really. Most Vaishnavas don't really like the Lord yet. I mean, they like something, but really loving. See, there's a difference between liking and loving the Lord, isn't there? And if you like the Lord, there are symptoms. And if you really love the Lord, there are symptoms, right? Those symptoms you see here, those are symptoms you're seeing that are very rare and very unusual, very uncommon. You're seeing here. And those are the symptoms of this intimate love that everybody says, why are you showing this? See, well, because it's beautiful. Bhakti is beautiful. Bhakti is wonderful and it's very rare. I can't help it that you're still in false ego and you can't see it and you're just coming to here because you're jealous of me. I can't help that. Wouldn't the lady basically see these elements and they're just impure? They don't know what real purity is. If they did, they'd be running down the street now and telling people, hey man, this is the purity here. You know, this is wonderful. Come get this. We're the dispensary for Mary Jane. I mean, Radha and Krishna.
Okay. There is a little purport, but you've explained it, Maharaj. Yours is great. All glories to Sri Madhavinda Puri, the storehouse of all devotional service unto Krishna.
See, where is it stored? I can't everything I hear seeing it. It's so wonderful. Where is it stored? Where's the storehouse? You know, we ever see a storehouse for grain? It's like you go to that store, it's just all living there, man. Where is that? Everybody, that's called greed. Anybody got greed out there? You want, where is the store? Bhakti!
Bring it on, bring it on, bring it on.
You know, people should be looking like that. It's stored here. We got this big silo, man, filled with the grain of bhakti here. You want the grain, you got to go to the silo where the grain is, that grain. Otherwise, you go to these other silos, you get a little grain. There's only, you got to be these big, yeah, they make a big temple, right? Huge temple in there. Yeah, you go there to get all, well, it must be stored in there. You go in there, there's only one little grain. Here, our silo covers the whole universe. They can't see it. It's filled with the bhakti, this love of God, man. Where's the storehouse? Does that make any sense? Or am I a madman? Does that make it, you know, hopefully, because I tell you, man, we're going for the rhinoceros here. If we get one group like ISKCON on board with this preaching, man, that means deliverance for millions. Yeah. Then I'll say I'm a servant of Prabhupada if I can do that. Got a man, you know, I'll tell you, he'll be doing backflips. In Vrindavan. Wow, man, this is fantastic. This is a transcendental game. Let's see who wins, man. Well, Krishna always wins.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like Francis said, where's the feed? So you got to have the feed, man. The feed's in the silo, man. They got to go to the dispensary. You know, you go in the door. See, you got to go to the door to get the grain. See, you can go to the grain. Look at the silo over there. Look at the silo over there. And they don't know what's inside. This is the problem in Vaishnavas. They don't know what's inside this silo here. We got a big silo full of grain. They're looking at the outside. I don't know. It doesn't look like it's fixed very well. It's not really dressed really nicely. Let's go to these other silos that have maybe a small grain in there, but they look gorgeous, man. Oh, the big silos, they're filled with only one little grain, you know. But our silo externally may not look very, it's just on the cyber tube, and but inside is a lot of this transcendental grain. It's storehouse, man, for it.
Yeah. Are you reading any more?
Just if I pause, jump in.
I do the best. Okay. There's just half of the verse. He is the desired tree of devotional service, and it is in him that the seed of devotional service first fructified.
See, okay, people need to be where is it first fructified? The seed of devotional service. See, you put a seed in, that's the taste, and then when it fructifies into love of God. See, that's why I say you look in here. Where's the seed? Because you see, people have taste, and devotees are growing, but where is it fructified? See, where's that love beginning to express? See, that becomes really attractive. See, so Madhavinda Puri first fructified in him, then next fructified in some of his disciples, headed by or one being Ishvara Puri. He had others that also had it, but Ishvara Puri had it. See, it fructified in him, and he became intoxicated like us, chanting the holy name. And then Lord Chaitanya said, "Ooh, I also want to chant like that. I've had all these other. I don't want any marriage and all the, wife or husband. All that. I don't want all that. I want this. I want to chant the holy name in ecstasy. That's the real goal. I want that." And it came fast because he was clear. He really wanted it and very eager for it. And you can read his pastime about it. I just want to just give me this, please. Like that. And he boom, he got it. Touched his heart right away. Okay, go ahead.
The seed of devotional service next fructified in the form of Ishvara Puri, and then the gardener himself, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
See, people need to be looking. Where is this fructifying of love of God? And then there's symptoms. See, so the fructification in Madhavinda Puri, what were the symptoms? People got to look for symptoms. Oh, yeah, he was laughing, he was crying, choking up, rolling on the ground. Where are those kind of symptoms of this fructification? Ishvara Puri also, he was also laughing. And see, fructification. Now you know where to drink. See, there you're going to hear the real Bhagavatam. That is what purifies the heart. Blessed are the pure in heart, they shall see God. That person sees God because of ecstatic love. See, Radharani sees God. She sees Krishna as he is. She sees Krishna very deeply because of her ecstatic devotion. Yeah? Well, you got to get some of that. Otherwise, you don't really know who you worship. Wouldn't Jesus tell the woman at the well, "Oh, you're into ceremonies. You got to go all the way to the temple to worship God"? I don't. I just open my mouth. I worship the Lord with this truth about God and the Spirit, the Holy Spirit. And all of a sudden, the perfect worship. The Lord's much looking for this. Lord Chaitanya said the same thing. All the world is worshiping me according to ceremonies and rules and regulations and mandates. But that love is weakened by that. See? But if people can worship me with this spontaneous devotion, I'll be very satisfied. And so will they. See, you got to be a witness for that. You have to go to the dispensary to get this. It has to begin to fructify in your life. Okay? Then you know how a fruit, when it fructifies, then the seeds come out and make more fruits. Isn't that funny? Krishna's teaching always, even on this level here, always follows the same course of nature. Yeah, what do you guys see? This fructified in this fool here. And look at you guys. See the seeds go out and boom, it goes in you guys. And you become a nice juicy fruit and then the seeds go out. It's kind of like the body snatchers, transcendental body snatchers. Seeds go out. You get the seed and then your body becomes inhabited, but not by demons, but by God. The God comes, yeah, go snatch our body, Lord. Hey, man, our life in this world is a piece of shit anyway. Well, yeah, go ahead and snatch us up. Give us your spirit, man. It's great. Isn't that fantastic? Transcendental body snatcher, Krishna is. He comes and snatches us, transforms us. All of a sudden, now we have a spiritual body. Snatch this piece of shit, crapola up here. You know, this body here is just mundane, you know, just been meditating on mundane. Yeah, snatch it up and transform it by your grace into a transcendental manifestation. See?
Okay. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu became the main trunk of the tree of devotional service. By his inconceivable powers, the Lord became the gardener, the trunk, and the branches simultaneously.
You see how that works? That's how it is. Even the parts can do what is necessary. To like what is necessary is there has to be an embodiment of the tree and the gardener and the manifestation. Everything has to be there. So the Lord will use a part and parcel. He uses the bona fide guru to be that. That's why it's just like the Lord said, unless people accept me, they will be destroyed. Because without this ecstatic love, you're going to take more births. That's being destroyed and then taking another birth and being destroyed, you know, and going through that cycle. The only thing that breaks it is this devotion. So he breaks it now through his real devotees in this world. Unless people accept what we're preaching here, same thing. They'll be destroyed. Why wouldn't you be? This liberates you from the cycle of birth and death. If you don't appreciate the devotional potency here when it's here, how are you going to get out of it? How are you going to appreciate it later? What is the difference between a devotee here in this world and a devotee in spirit? Nothing. It's the same. Satchidananda here is the same as Satchidananda there. You don't accept it here, you ain't qualified. All the Lord is saying, you want to be qualified? You are justified in my name by being with my devotees. When I send them here, you take shelter there, you're coming here. If you don't, take another birth. And taking shelter means you start to become a fruit. Not a fruit cake like in the world. Everybody's fruit cakes here. A fruit of bhakti, devotion. You got to start laughing and crying and all these things. Feeling God. What you bind on earth, you bind in spirit, right? Didn't Jesus say that? You bind bhakti here, you bind in spirit. Jesus told Peter, man, what you bind will be bound in spirit. See? So we come here and put our rope of bhakti on the devotees and just, you know, and then Krishna just drags them right into Vrindavan. Bag them and tag them. That's how you escape Bill Gates and Fauci's bagging and tagging. That's what they want to do, bag you and tag you, man. You got to be bagged and tagged by Krishna, man. We come here to bag you and tag you. He'll keep track of you. Otherwise, you got Billy Boy keeping track of you. You want him to track you and trace you? Or do you want the Lord be tracking you? God, thank God he's tracking me over here. Thank God if I wasn't tracked and if he lost sight of me, I'd be finished. Same thing with you guys, right? You're lucky that the Lord is tracking you, Radha and Krishna, looking, where's my devotee? Where's my Lalita? Where's my river? Where's my Govinda? Where's my Sachi? Well, she's out there doing some good deed.
Hey, I want to say something.
Go ahead.
So when I hear that being destroyed equals being destroyed equals taking another birth, then here I sit here in a body that I'm basically destroyed until I'm in the soul. That's how I understand that, and it doesn't now make sense to me.
Okay, you're destroyed until what?
Until I'm not in a body anymore.
No. No, you're destroyed until you accept ecstatic love. Okay, and accepting, you start to get taste. See, and then you build on that. You keep watering the bhakti, you hearing and chanting and serving. See, and it grows more and more and then fructifies in love of God. See, the Lord is not waiting for you to be even fructified. You don't have to necessarily be in that. You have to just accept the path of ecstatic love, which you're doing, by coming here and you're getting purified. See? So that's why the Lord says, my devotees are eternal, and even the devotees of my devotees I consider eternal. You don't have to be perfect in everything. You just have to be on the real path. And especially when you get it clear, I belong here. You may work on 20, 30 years just to get the point. I belong here. This is my path. I don't care whether you treat me roughly or softly or I'm going to stay here like a pit bull.
Faith,
See?
faith.
Yeah. And that comes just, why not? I mean, you got people here rock solid. This is we need examples like that. This is why you see people, they like famous people, they read their biographies, they're famous because they did something important. Well, hey man, this is really important. This is better than what Socrates did. This is better than what Plato did, better than Tony Robbins did. Oh, well, I'm sorry, man. That's the truth, man. We're doing what Lord Chaitanya did, and he always does the best. He awakened bhakti in people. And Tony Robbins, are you awakening bhakti or some kind of business deal? This is better than Buddhism. Does that awaken ecstatic devotion? Well, Lord Chaitanya did, and his real followers do. This is the best deal, best proposition, best profit for the soul. And
Govinda's the cheerleader.
Yeah, he's our cheerleader. Get him a pom-pom, man. Put him in a dress. What color? Blue and red. Radha and Krishna.
He's dressed already.
He's got his dress on. You just can't see it. Narendra says, I was tracked by Facebook. They blocked me from coming here. Wow. Yeah, you know what you got to do? Just be careful if you want to stay around. Is be careful putting too much of this stuff out, because this is a more important mission, in a sense. And get Telegram. Everybody should get Telegram, and then we stay in touch that way. If I got to give you something on the V thing, I send it to Telegram. A lot of good information. If people would have been watching that, I would have sent them all kinds of stuff. A lot of Vaishnavas made a decision not based on full knowledge. You made a decision on their propaganda. When you say, well, I'm doing this for travel. Oh, no. They said, we're going to have a travel passport. What do they call that? Green passport in Israel. It got everybody to take the thing because they were afraid of that, and then they retracted it. You don't need one now. And everybody got it for that. So you don't be, watch out for this stuff. They're tricky. You come here, you'll be safe. Listen here to these. If you want, I mean, then again, like I told Govinda yesterday on the thing, it's still your choice. I mean, this is not like an absolute. If you want, your body to be taken out, well, then go and get that thing, because in a couple of years you probably won't be around. I mean, to be honest with you, from the research I've done, or something weird is going to go on with. That's the whole point. Why do you think that? You got to do it? You got to do it now. We don't want you to wait till you see the result. Come on, wake up. Don't you see the material motive in that? Take it now, because we don't want you to see the result. It's not good. Why do you have to take something that's experimental now? That's not even a real thing. It's some gene therapy. And if something does happen, and it probably will, you know what? You're responsible. Oh, we don't have any responsibility. You just got to pay your own money for all that stuff we've done to you, because you just, you believed us. Can you imagine? With just those 3 points, why would anybody take it? It's experimental. Nobody knows. It's not FDA approved. And you're responsible for any side effects. And you must take it anyway. It's not smart to me. I mean, you decide if it's smart or not. Just from those 3 points, much less so many others. All the adverse effects to that thing already. Thousands of people have already died. Thousands. And they cover it up. Why are they covering it up? Why are they sensing opposition? Can't you see the material motive in that? Can't you see this is something really bad? Something not good for, this is not. So anyway, the research is out there if people will listen. That's why I say a few things now, because I haven't, enough. I think I've said things before, but people didn't hear it enough.
You said lots. You said lots, Guru Maharaj. You've told straight shooting since the start how it is, the effects of it. We've researched it. You've researched it. If people take this, they take it at their own risk. It won't be pretty. However strong you are spiritually, it will not be pretty.
It won't be. It's a mark of a beast thing, and it's not a good thing. And the thing is, and that what they don't know, they say, like some people in our group say, well, now we can travel to see the devotees. But what you've seen and I've seen, there's a spiking effect if you get too close to the devotees. So that's something we have to look into. So don't think, oh, well, now you can, see, you got to go deep into this research. And anyway, I don't know, just the Lord shows me how to survive a little bit longer. Maybe he's going to come. I don't know. But this is not a good proposition. So, but anyway, if anybody's done it, at least you're here, and your spiritual body is a whatever. Anybody, we could all die tomorrow. That's why I say it's a choice thing, and it may cause you inconvenience in the long run, but still you're here. Your life is fulfilled in that sense. So, because some people have already taken it, didn't even, they just went and did it. I wish they would have said something, but they didn't. So anyway, the main thing is you're here. And even if you had to do bhajan alone, I don't know, let's see. Yes, these demons are very tricky. So more or less the same as messenger. Yeah. Anyway, anyway, we're living in it's strange times. So we just do what we can do. We're all going to make mistakes. You know, it's just how it is. You know, just keep going. Everybody. Okay. You know what? I think it's getting a little bit late here and hot because it's already heating up here. So I need to, I'm thinking probably need to, yeah. So anyway, I need to do something here. It's really getting warm. It's like 103 degrees or something. It's getting to be. It will be in another hour or two. Okay. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Guru Maharaj.
Thank you. It's been great. It's been awesome. So anyway, if you guys took the shot or something, don't worry. Just you got Krishna. We're all going to make.
I'm not going to take it. I'm not going to take it.
Yeah.
No way. My daughter doesn't want to take it either. Even if everybody is around her, pushing her, she's.
Yeah.
We also learned that some of the early ones might be more of a placebo, so that not too many people get sick, so that everybody catches on. So just don't take any more.
Anyway, again, I don't want, if it's a free choice, just get these don'ts out of our vocabulary. It's free choice. We can present information, and it's a choice of people whether they want to do it. I don't want to, say you don't do it. Hey, well, they have a choice. Saki.
I go around and I live my life knowing this information and then not being able to hardly tell anybody about it.
It's terrible.
I gotta say it when I gotta say it. And, that's my hope, is that, I hear like a astrologer say 3 out of 4 people will. And I feel very sad. So we just have to speak our truth. And then
that's true.
Yeah. I just hope the worst is that the whole thing's going to get busted up before the worst can come out.
Yeah. I got it. You got to speak your truth. Everybody is, in their place with these things. Yeah. And it's the body, the main thing is it's just the body and the mind. And, it's got, the body and mind has its place as a vehicle. Do the best you can. That's all. Whatever. I presented it's like, Krishna with Arjuna. He presented his points and everything. He said, okay, consider these things and you do the needful. I mean, that's how you stay free. I mean, it's just like the result is up to Krishna. You want to take it or don't take it. Here's what I've learned. Here's what I discovered. Here's my experience. Yeah. It's up to you. Yeah. So anyway, that's my point of view personally. You got yours, I got mine. We are all in different places, and that's okay. Everybody express themselves. You express yourself, Sachi, on your whatever you are and how you are and what you are. I do the same. It's our dance. Who else is coming here? Who else? There's somebody coming up here. Let's see who that is. It's probably the one who's can't hear. He came up to stick out his tongue at us. The big nose. They made the poison to target some of their enemies. Finally, they're using it for the mass. Yeah. It's a depopulation thing. That's definitely. Yeah. First, they want to experiment on us, and then get rid of it. The Nazis did that. They experimented first, and then they got rid of. Same idea. Haribo, everybody.
Doom and gloom.
There's no gloom. What do you mean gloom?
No gloom. No gloom. No gloom.
No gloom.
Boom shanka. Boom boom boom.
Yeah. If you see, this is the gloom is only is the identifying with the material body. You know, identifying with the spiritual body, you'll get over everything. You'll be able to handle everything and speak about it. I mean, you know, it's like, well, don't talk about those topics because people might feel some gloom. Well, maybe you need to feel a little gloom.
What is gloom?
Like sad,
Hope.
sad, no hope. What a hope? What do you call it? You found sadhu sangha. Come on, wake up, Sachi. No
Don't
hope.
be pessimistic.
Yeah, it's a hope for the spiritual body. That's the main thing.
Good for
Awaken
me, but I want it for everybody else too.
everybody else too. This you can't save everybody, Sachi. Come on, you got to get real.
Glorify the Lord.
Yeah, save who you can, man. It's like Prabhupada said. There are a lot of people. They're wounded in the battle with Maya. Some are just like dead. You know, you can tell they got the masks on. They went out and got the double thing, and they're walking around. And I hear just comply with the CDC, and you can see them. Yes, master. Okay, well, you know, they're pretty much, you know, they're on the battlefield, and they've been. You know, they're done for a while, at least this cycle. So yeah.
Is the CDC controlled Democratic crap?
Oh, it's all body stuff, mind and body. You know, just politics and all that. Anyway, this is inspiring stuff. You know, it's the main name. Stick with spirit, spiritual body. You know, and of course we got some material things to deal with. Yeah, no problem. We deal with a little bit of that. But don't get if you get depressed, then that's what you need. You know, if this depresses you, speaking of, okay, well, you know, makes you feel sad. Feel your feelings. Keep going. Just keep going. That's my advice.
Let them be happy.
Yeah. And you will. Everybody in due course, they have to go through their issues and their journey and everything. So I hope this is a little encouraging note to end on here. All team. Haribo.